just drink it down. So there's a method to the madness, Doctor, but overall, do you agree that they're just complete out-of-control lunatics?
Yes, and in fact, I would even say pirates had more honor. So they're worse than pirates. And nothing is being done about it. You notice the regulation of the financial system, nothing happens. Or it's all watered down, or it's turned into something that enables them to plunder more.
Yeah, now they're going to take over all the little banks and track every purchase we make.
That's right. You'll see massive financial concentration, which is probably another reason for all this trouble. That's probably what they're trying to do, is to get rid of the large number of banks. So there's just a few large ones. It's the same thing they did to the media when they concentrated it in the hands of a few giant firms. So, but nobody is going to tell the people. The Congress isn't going to hold those kind of hearings, and the press is not going to do any investigation.
Well, Doc, good job on reporting on the huge breaking news of the POW cover-up, completely confirmed by a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist. We'll talk to you again soon, Lord willing. Thanks for spending time with us.
Glad to be with you, Alex.
It's always informative. Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. Ray McGovern coming up. We'll be right back. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, he joins us to talk about a host of issues. What's happening on the Korean Peninsula, which could lead to nuclear war. I mean, that's all over the headlines. Israel saying they may go into Iran sooner rather than later. That's back on the front burner. Is there a Fox Fallon to stop it? What will Admiral Mullen do? You've got this global financial meltdown happening. You notice world wars always start during a major global meltdown. There's a method to this madness. I also want to ask him later about CIA unit's wacky idea to depict Saddam as gay. That's not the issue. Buried in the Washington Post article, they quote the CIA officers as producing fake bin Laden videos. Now, people have looked at the video of the fat bin Laden, admitted it's fake. They've had linguists listen to it. It's not him, not the dialect. They've done voice print. These tapes are basically all fake or old tapes of him re-edited. I want to ask Ray McGovern about that. We're going to get into suddenly New York Times, Washington Post, Wall Street Journal, Fox News, Geraldo Rivera with the Marine Corps commander. We're here helping the Afghans grow the opium. We have to or Al-Qaeda will get the opium. I mean, folks, they're really coming out in the open. Yeah, we put out fake bin Laden tapes. Yeah, we're growing the smack. Yeah, we left the POWs. Pulitzer Prize-winning reports now getting a lot of news on that front. So we'll talk about it all. Ray McGovern was in Vietnam, by the way. So we're going to cover it all in the next hour with him today. Ray McGovern is an activist who writes and lectures all over the country. He's co-founder of Veterans Intelligence Professionals for Sanity. And we really appreciate him joining us. He was one of the chief CIA briefers for Reagan and Bush Sr., and that's a key position in a focal point position where you have Pentagon liaison to CIA, you have CIA liaison to White House. These focal officers like Fletcher Prouty and the secret team again, have unique perspective on wide-ranging analysis and how it ties in, not just specialists, so they can draw on all the specialists. And so that's why it's such an important lens to have him on with us. So I've thrown out there, sir, what I want to cover with you in the next 50 minutes. You've got the floor with what of that cornucopia you think is most important in your breakdown on what we're facing.
Alex, thanks. First, just to make sure the record is correct, I don't want to pull a Blumenthal from Connecticut here. I didn't serve actually in Vietnam. I was an Army infantry intelligence officer from 62 to 64 before Vietnam really started. And while it was going on, I was the principal analyst at the CIA for Soviet policy toward Vietnam. So I learned quite a bit about it, but I never set foot in the country. With respect to what's going on here, the most important thing that's happening today is that David Obey, chair of appropriations in the House, is letting some lipstick go on the $33 billion appropriation for escalating war in Afghanistan. And that lipstick is $23 billion for teachers so that they don't lose their jobs. Obey knows better. What he's done here is bow to the Washington establishment that want to continue this war. It looks very much as though what he will report out of his committee this evening is a bill that includes $23 billion for teachers to keep the schools going and $33 billion for Afghanistan to keep that feckless war going and more and more people being killed. It's just really, I was a former admirer of David Obey, and so I wrote him a memorandum that is appeared already on AfterDowningStreet.com. I guess it's now called WarIsACrime.org. And you can see that he's being completely disingenuous because as recently as 2 months ago, he told a TV interviewer that this Afghanistan adventure, it's a fool's errand. But if we're going to do it, we have to pay for it. We have to fully fund it. Now, what kind of logic does that make, Alex? It's a fool's errand, but if we're going to do it, we got to fund it.
Well, Ray McGovern, let me throw this out at you, and then you can expand on your concern with what's happening in Afghanistan, expanding into Pakistan.
Sure.
But in layman's terms, I'm somebody who sits there and studies it for years, and so I want your perspective, and correct me if I'm wrong. You've got all these pipelines going through there, trillions in the aggregate of oil, hundreds of billions in no-bid contract black holes. So the defense lobby likes it. The oil lobby likes it. Israel likes it because, that gets the U.S. more firmly burrowed into the Middle East and Central Asia. So that lobby likes it. But more importantly, $500 billion a year, 91% now, it was a lot lower, of the opium pouring out into Russia, into Asia, kind of a replay of the Boxer Rebellion, part 2. And now our troops are admittedly over there, quote, protecting the poppy fields. And so I think you've got at least the contractors that's coming out. That's what Sybil Edmonds said pre 9/11, shipping the opium into Turkey, you name it. And so it's really about narcotics. And so people look at the policy and say, why are we there? Well, we're really there because Black Ops likes $500 billion.
Well, that's part of it, Alex, to be sure. The other part is a more kind of geopolitical adventure here. Imperialism is not dead.